Hi everyone, Grace here. So today I wanted to share with you a beautiful story about a client that's been working with me recently, who's had some really powerful transformational shifts. That's the core of the work that I do, is I help you state shift, literally like the gear shift in a car, from whatever is troubling you right back down into complete connection and alignment with your, whatever you like to call it, your source, your center, your divinity. And it's automatic what happens. There's just an overwhelming sense of relief and peace and safety that just emerges out of the duress because you're in a different state of consciousness. So that's the core of the work. I thought you might enjoy seeing where all the magic happens. So I'm going to take you on a little mini tour of the temple. This is my home where I live, and it's also where I do my work. I've found over the years that if I work in the space where I also do my own spiritual work, there's a potency there, and it's like a tuning fork energy. So even just walking in or even coming in through a virtual session, it gives you all that good juju that's already built up in this space. So I've moved around a lot, and this is my current space. It's a lovely, great, big, beautiful room. This is my little Christmas decoration altar. It's a lovely fireplace for those chilly winter days. And this is Command Central, where all the work happens. And this, I hope you can see, is my amazing view. I have been blessed to get to live on or near the water pretty much my whole life. And it's such a profound, important part of my well-being that I just get guided over and over and over to these wonderful waterfront places. This is my great, big, huge, wonderful grandfather tree that guards me and blesses me. And then this is the healing space, all in the same room. This is what I call the throne. So if you come to work with me individually, I'll come and sit right here, and you can see how it looks. And I tuck you in. It's a great big chair, so you get to feel like a little person in a great big chair. And it's super comfy. And we get your neck all propped up, and your arms and your feet. And you get to have your feet up on a nice little stool. And we tuck even pillows under your knees. And then you get wrapped up in a wonderful cozy blanket that's back here. And that's actually very intentional. The whole thing is to help the body to be able to soften and let go of that grip that happens when we're in that state of fear. And it also helps the mind to remember it doesn't have to be in control. And if you happen to come as a couple, we have our wonderful couple chairs here, and they get to turn face to face. And so you get to do your own individual work, and then also your dialogue work with each other to help create breakthroughs. So I wanted to share about this wonderful experience that my client had recently. This is a woman who was part of a couple that I married last year, and part of their dream was to move cross country and come here to the Pacific Northwest. So shortly after they got married, actually, he got a great job here, and they packed up everything themselves, their cat, their dog, and their new baby, and came all the way across country, drove, got here, found a place to stay, and then both, within months of having this brand new baby, ended up back at work. Even the new mom, she's a nurse practitioner and got what she thought was a fantastic job, but it was a lot, just a tremendous amount of change all at once. And she got to the new job, and it was really, it was not the position that she was hired for. There was no support, no training, and it just triggered a place of panic and chaos that she'd never experienced before, and kept trying to cope and kept trying to say, it's okay, it's just new, I can figure it out, it'll be all right. Meanwhile, all her new mom hormones were firing, all the newness of not having a support system here. So bless her heart, she came for some sessions, and it was pretty serious. She was in full-on panic mode, quaking and shaking and not sleeping. And just by sitting in this precious chair and getting tucked in, we have a beautiful rapport from the wedding work we did together, and we had done some couples counseling. And it was just incredible to watch how receptive she was to being held and supported, not only by me and this beautiful space, but she just dropped in and got her breathing going, put her little witness, awareness, consciousness turned on. And I just watched her in just a matter of minutes of being guided down and in, facing the pain, naming it, breathing with it, that it just softened. And I can actually feel it occurring. I can see it in the field. I can see the person's light being able to emerge out of the box that it gets stuck in when we're really afraid. And then she just drifted off into a really, really deep place of peace and rest. And then as she came out, I asked her, so what are you experiencing? What are you knowing? And it just comes. She said, I know I'm connected. I know I feel my source presence. It feels like an angel or a priestess or some divine feminine protector that's with me, and I feel safe again. So off she went and back to try and cope and do the hard thing and face the job that was just really, really, really not good at all, and be the new mom and be the new wife. And a few weeks later, she was like, it's not working. I can do it when I'm with you, but I don't know how to hold it myself. So she came back for a couple more sessions and then finally was able to drop in. And I said, what do you know? What's your body telling you with all this panic and quaking and shaking that's happening that just won't stop? And she said, I know it's not right. I know I can't do this job, and I'm afraid I'll be a failure, and I'm afraid I'll disappoint everybody, but it's just not right for me. I can't do it. I'm not trained. It's not the job I hired for. And I said, do you know this? Does your body know this? And she said, yes. Does your heart know this? Yes. Does your soul know this? It makes me cry just feeling her certainty. I said, does your soul know this? And she said, yes. I said, okay, what do you need to do? And she said, I need to get out of there. No matter what they think of me, if they tell me it's just that I'm insecure, I'm not up to challenges, so be it. I know who I am. And miracle upon miracles, she ended up with another job offer. And it always happens this way, that right when we think we're stuck and there's like no light at the end of the tunnel, because we realign and we shift into that place of unity consciousness, the universe responds and says, well, here, how would you like this? So she has just given her notice. She's in the process of exploring this new opportunity and is already feeling much, much better about it, and is even considering the possibility of just unhooking from work for a few months and giving her the precious opportunity to be a brand new mom. So well done, my beloved client. If you can relate to any of those moments that you go through, probably different story, but please come. You can come and be here in my little wonderful cozy place, or we can work virtually. It actually works just as well virtually because I'm here. And as soon as we start connecting online, you get the benefit of all the energy that's here. So that's it for today. Thanks for coming and being part of my space. And I'd love to hear from you. Be in touch. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.